Welcome to week 2 of our Lines in Motion lesson. This week we're going to be focusing on color. Our I can statements for the week are I can show the color spectrum in my art, and I can develop my blending skills by practicing pressure. Color is one of the elements of art. Color is organized on a color wheel. The color wheel is a tool used to understand how different colors relate or interact with each other. It shows all the standard colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. On the color wheel, you can also find primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. Red, yellow, and blue are the primary colors. These colors cannot be made by mixing other colors or hues. The secondary colors are green, orange, and purple. These colors are made by mixing two primaries together. You can tell how the secondary was mixed by looking for its primary neighbors. For example, if you're trying to figure out how to mix orange, the closest primaries are red and yellow. These are the primary neighbors, so you know to make orange, you mix red and yellow. We've gone over quite a few of the colors on the color wheel, but you might be wondering, what are all of the other colors called? They are called tertiary colors. These are colors like lime green, teal, magenta, and many more. These are the colors variations you get when you mix a primary and a secondary together. For example, blue plus green equals teal. The order in which we see colors around the color wheel is directly related to rainbows. Rainbows are caused by refraction, or the bending of light in water droplets, resulting in what is called the color spectrum, or more simply, a beautiful bow of colors in the sky. You can remember the order with the name Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, which is a color we don't hear too often, but it's kind of like a bluish purple or a dark denim, and violet. Some people get rid of the indigo and just say red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and that's what you see over here around the color wheel. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. It's the same order. In our artwork today, we're going to use the color spectrum or color order in our art. To get started, if you have a printer, print off the color worksheet from the Seesaw assignment links. If you don't, you can do the same thing on a blank sheet of paper. In the top box, there are letters that indicate which color you need to color in. This will be here for you to reference as you color your artwork. If you don't have indigo, that's alright. Skip from blue to purple. This next section is a place for you to practice your blending skills. You'll follow the color order just like you did in the first part, except instead of having one color stop abruptly, you'll use different types of pressures with your pencil to blend them one into the other. So I'll have my red be really dark where I want it to be pure red, and I'll press harder and layer that up. And then I'll start to lighten my pressure on my pencil so that the color is a lot lighter. This area I will overlap with my orange, pressing lightly at first, and then as I move away from this little blendy area, I'm going to press harder with my orange so that my orange is really bright and vibrant. Then in the other direction, I'll start to press lightly with my orange, and then I'll overlap with the yellow so that the blending happens from red all the way to purple. Remember, if you don't have access to a printer, you can do this same activity on a blank sheet of computer paper. Now for the fun part. I would suggest using colored pencils or crayons. I'm using colored pencils and I am blending color between two lines that I created all the way through the color order. So I started with red, Then I went to orange, yellow, green, and now blue. And as I'm doing this, I'm coloring hard in those areas of the pure color and then pressing lighter as I'm starting to blend into the next. If I have a broken line, I'm coloring right on top of that broken line. So you can see I have some spirals and diagonals there, and I made that little section a lot wider. And also starting with purple in this row because I ended with indigo in the last row. So because I didn't make it all the way through, I brought the purple up to the top, and now I'm ending with green. So I will bring blue to the top. So I'm just repeating that color order over and over again throughout my artwork. And I'm choosing 2 lines to color in between and blending as I go from one to the next. You can also choose to skip some sections so you leave some negative space there. So I've got yellow, I'm blending into green now. Now blue. And I'll go all the way through purple and then back to red again. So I left that white space, but it really makes a cool shape between the 2 sections that I've colored. So keep going through that color order. When you end at purple, you'll start back at the beginning with red. Since you're not always starting with the same color at the top, you'll end up with a lot of variety in your painting or your drawing, and this is going to look really cool when you're done. Here's an example. Have fun!